Hello again, it's Trudy here from HotPatterns, introducing one of our gorgeous new patterns which we've just released today. And this is the Classix Nouveau Uptown Downtown knit dress. This is a beautiful pattern illustration. You can see we've got lots of different variations on it. And I'm going to quickly talk you through those. But what you may be wondering when you look at this dress is, why have we done such a very simple piece? And that's a very good question. I'll tell you why. One of the things we're asked for time and time again is simple knit pieces. Partly because they're really easy to make, and partly because they're really easy to wear. And this one is going to become, I promise you, an absolute workhorse in your wardrobe. Now, although it looks deceptively simple, and actually it is very simple to make up, it's also one of those things that if you look in all the high-end collections, you will always find versions of this. If not exactly the same, then pretty similar. And especially on the very kind of groovy out there designers, people like Comme des Garçons, Gautier, Maison Martin Mariella, all those people do these kind of sweatshirty inspired dresses. Now, this one is so very simple. Obviously we've given you sleeve variations, so you can make it cap sleeve, elbow length sleeve like this, or a long sleeve. But it's a very simple and easy piece to make. And it's actually one of the very few pieces we've got that's suitable for a beginner sewer. Now, when I say beginner sewer, I don't mean that you've never sewn a stitch. That would be kind of asking for trouble. But I do mean somebody, if you can sew a straight seam, you can absolutely make this. So what I'm going to do on this clip, unlike usual, we show you lots of variations, I'm going to just talk you through this one, and then I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to style it, because I really want to prove to you that this is such a useful piece, a simple piece to have, but you can make so many looks from it. Okay, so let's go through the nuts and bolts of the actual dress. It's a very simple dress, as you can see. It's actually got a waist seam here, and the waist seam is elasticated. Now, when you look on the pattern, you will see you've got 3 different cutting lines to choose from. And I've made it quite clear what you need to do. If you're using a very heavyweight fabric, you go for the shortest line. If you're using a very lightweight fabric, or you want a lot of blousing over here, you go for the longest one. This is smack in the middle. This is the middle cutting line I've used. It's very easy to work out what you want to do. You just cut it the longest one and play with it. You try and play with it. It's also got a really fabulous and super flattering kind of ballet-shaped neck. Really beautiful. This suits everybody. Big bust, small bust, narrow shoulder, doesn't matter. It looks good on everyone. And it's got this fabulous raglan sleeve, which I don't know if you can see, it's actually got quite a relaxed drop armhole, which makes it quite sporty and quite glamorous. And the other thing to tell you, of course, is it's got a rib at the hem. Now, if you look at the back, you will see that it's pretty much the same thing at the back. That's how easy it is. You don't need any slits in it to walk because it's a knit. It's going to stretch. It's going to work really well. But you can also decide whether you want the elastication to sit on the waist or to just drop it down a little bit and let it sit on the hips. That's really up to you and your personal taste. But that's the whole point with this dress. It's so easy to personalise it and just make it your look completely. That's why we love it, and that's why we've done it. Now, if you look on the front of the pattern, you will see that we've given you options of different accessories to go with this that you can make. We've given you a couple of tie belts, a very narrow one and like an obi style belt that you wrap around very high. We've also given you an infinity scarf. Now I'm going to show you the infinity scarf and I'm going to talk you through how to do it and why it works. Okay, so this is the infinity scarf au naturel, and you can quite clearly see that you wouldn't wear it like this. I mean, unless you're looking for a very bizarre look. Here's what you do. It's basically just a loop, and here's what you do. You do it either loop it round once, which is how it looks on the pattern envelope illustration, or what I actually prefer is you loop it round 3 times. And the nice thing about this is once you settle it and kind of futz it a little bit, you get this fabulous kind of rumpled kind of cowl neck, which looks fantastic, fills in the neckline really nicely, and gives it a totally different look. Now, I have not given you pattern pieces for the tie belts or for the infinity scarf. Frankly, I wouldn't insult your intelligence. All they are is strips of fabric. This is just a strip that's joined into a loop. So easy to do. And just to let you know, this takes 3 yards in length. Now, obviously, you're not going to run out and buy a 3-yard piece of fabric just to make this. Don't be silly. You can use offcuts. You can patch them together. It doesn't matter. You just need a strip. I've actually done 2 joins in this. I just didn't have enough to do it. But you can see this infinity scarf makes it a very groovy piece and very high-end fashion. So, you know when you watch these clips, I'm always saying to you, ooh, you can wear this in so many different ways. Well, I thought this time I'd actually show you what I meant and how you can dress things up and you can dress things down. Now I've kept the same basic dress with the infinity scarf, and you can see I've just styled it really simply with a very kind of random old knocked about denim jacket, which I've got covered in pins and stuff. It's just, you know, what I wear at the weekends. But this is a really great example of how you can dress it down. If I wasn't living in Florida, believe me, I'd be wearing this whole outfit with boots. Oh yes, I would. But I wasn't in Florida, so I can't. Now with this, all I'd add is something like groovy bag, put it all together, some nice earrings, and I'm done. Really, it's that simple. So now I show you a weekendy look, a very easy dress down look. Let's show you something a little bit more glamorous, shall we? So here's another fabulous little look, a really nice way to style the Classix Nouveau Uptown Downtown knit dress. And you can see quite clearly this is not a casual look at all, not even remotely. It's not an evening look either though. This is kind of like dressy lunch, you know, going out with girlfriends for a nice lunch or maybe drinks after work. It's a really, really easy thing to do as well. And I also know that I'm going to get 101 emails saying, where's that coat pattern? I want it. Well, I'm very, very sorry that this is actually a vintage piece. This is kind of somewhere between 1958 and 1962. This is a really beautiful silk vintage coat that I bought in Portobello Road Market years and years and years ago, and it is gorgeous.
Well, can you just explain what Portobello Road Market is?
I can explain what Portobello Road Market is, thank you. It's in West London where we used to live in Notting Hill, and we used to have a store in Notting Hill. And of course, part of my excuse was, well, I have to go shopping now, so I go down to the market and have a good mooch around. And this is one of my vintage finds, and it's beautiful. So I can't let you have the pattern for this because there isn't one, but I can tell you about the fabric that I've used for this dress. And the fabric that I've used is actually just a random piece of rib that I got from an eBay seller. Nobody special, but I can tell you that if you look on our fabric resources page, we've got some really good fabric supplies on there, and they will all sell you the kind of fabrics you need for this. And the kind of fabrics you need for this dress and the infinity scarf and the belt are basically knits. You need knits with a little bit of stretch, and you can go from very lightweight knits like a silky jersey right through to kind of cotton jersey, cotton interlock ribbing like this, and you can even use a sweatshirt, and as long as it's not like a fleece back, because that will just sit like a big kind of clunky cardboard box on you. So don't be perturbed that you can't find this exact fabric. This dress, I promise you, will work in any kind of good, slightly stretchy knit. Now obviously with an outfit like this, I would finish it off with a bag, something gorgeous like that, something with a flower. You can clearly see I'm kind of obsessed with red flowers. It's one of my things. But it's a really nice, simple outfit to pull together. And it's quite modern, you know, it looks kind of quite Marnie-esque, quite kind of sort of easily thrown together and very kind of understated. Now I also know, I have to tell you that I will get emails as well saying, well, what am I wearing? Okay, so I'm going to quickly tell you because these are easy pieces to do as well. This is the plain and simple fitted tee, obviously elongated to tunic length. It's got the boat neck, it's got the 3/4 sleeves, easy as pie. And the pants are the Deco Vibe cigarette pants, my absolute favourite tailored pant pattern ever. I've widened it a tiny bit at the bottom, and I've used this really beautiful cotton sateen, which was actually an Armani fabric, but I haven't got any more of it. Sorry about that. So, just to recap, you can dress this up, you can dress this down, style it however you want. Really, this is going to be your go-to knit dress now, going through into spring, and for next summer as well. So, I hope you love our beautiful new dress, our beautiful new Classix Nouveau Uptown Downtown knit dress. I think you're going to get a huge amount of mileage from it. I think you're going to love making it, and I know you're going to enjoy wearing it a huge amount. So, thank you very much for watching, and obviously you've got to subscribe to our videos. Do you want to see all the new ones as they come out?